Hey, what are you doing back there? Hey! I'm going to show you my compost tea. I actually made this last year, and it was leftover from my composting effort. Look at that. Pea soup. Actually, there's a lot of ingredients to this. I think the bulk was comfrey at the time. I got some video somewhere. I could look it up if I really had to, but I'm not gonna. I'm sure there was burdock in there and stinging nettle and probably yarrow because it was fall. All the wild plants of the area. Look at that. That is just so rich. We've had plenty of rain and I really don't have to water the plants, but I want to give them some fertilizer, so I'm pouring it on the bed straight. Normally I mix it 50-50 with rainwater. Not today. So I got a new bed of potatoes here. I already poured it on these beds of shallots here. So last year I did some experimenting with it and I put it right on the plants and I think it kept the slugs off. The flea beetles. So I'm pouring it right on there again. I don't think I've ever put it on straight. So I'll wait a couple days and make sure it works before I publish this. Just in case it doesn't, right? Then I'm not telling anybody any bad advice here. And I'm really not giving you any advice. You're making your own choices. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. After all, I do have the tagline "at large and dangerous" on my YouTube channel, so you're taking your chances when you're following me. Everything's an experiment here. There. Ooh, it smells really good too. That look nice? Well, I got more to do. See ya. We do have pea blossoms on our climbing peas. Lots of them. These are the type that are shelling peas, and they have like 7 to sometimes even 10 peas in a pod. I'm going to be eating lots of peas, and I'm going to eat them all fresh right out of the garden. Hopefully I'll have a few days where I don't eat anything except peas. This is only one of, I don't know, 3-4 patches that I planted. Oh, look at that. Ooh, there's an aberration. Is that focusing good? Look at that. Ooh, I'm not going to eat those peas off this bush. I'm going to plant them again next year, see if that comes out. Oh, I think that's kind of special. Look at that. The other one next door to it looks the same thing. Cool. Alright, a discovery. You see there's about 5 feet of bed here. The bed is about 2 foot across. I planted a lot of things in here. There's some potatoes living in the shade. We've got leeks going to seed all over the bed. So that's seed for next year. I got onions in here going to seed. I planted a celery and a celeriac in here, and I think they're being overshaded, but if they stay alive, once I harvest all the peas, I'll pull the plants for composting, and then they'll get their sun. They'll have a head start on the root system, assuming they make it that far. Here's onion seeds in production. These are Welsh onions. I've got a vining potato that's down in there. I got a big old thistle behind it, so it's got a muscle past that thistle. Here's some more down in there. We're going to see what happens. I'm not going to help them. We got radishes going to seed. I picked radishes here this year, and I'd never even seeded them, so this is like the 3rd, maybe it might even be the 4th year now that I let them go to seed here, and they successfully overwintered. Came up again. That's pretty cool. Look at these spider warts. Ooh. Ooh, so blue. Let me show you something very special. Look at all those pollinators on there. All the tiny ones. Gotta be some parasitic wasps on there where lay eggs on caterpillars and things. They're just everywhere. These are parsnips blossoms. Okay, this is what I picked up from the sheets. See, get the sun out of my eyes here in the shade. You see there's a lot of other influential stuff here that we're going to have to pick out of there, leaves and whatnot. But it's another good bowl of berries. Last year I did pick a little bit off the ground, but because there are no sheets I left most of it there. This year those sheets saved me a whole bowl. Isn't that a winner? And here's our whole bowl from the berry blue. Isn't that something? That's a nice picture right there. A little bit of sun glinting through the back. Isn't that nice? He had enough. I wanted to hear his deep voice. Somebody snuck into the yard. Here she comes. Goodbye.